Okay, hello, can you hear me? Hi, I'm Thomas. I'm a program manager for PlayFab, specifically the program manager for in-game monetization and for this new service that we're bringing to private preview as of last week, Azure PlayFab user-generated content. And I'm excited to talk about it. How many of you in the audience are actually here to talk about UGC versus do you just want a safe place to sit for a couple minutes? Like UGC? Yes? You're interested? Okay. Like we actually have people who want to hear about that. Okay. Just double checking before we go. So I'm going to talk about a couple things. First is like what is user-generated content, how the service works, and then I'm going to go through actually the common engineering calling patterns that we expect engineers, developers to use, and then there'll be some resources to follow up with. So what is UGC? So UGC is unique game content that's crafted by players and it's shared a variety of different ways. It's not new to gaming at all. It's been around since the beginning, since like the first player could enter their username. Like we consider that user-generated content, right? Games have been doing this forever. A couple examples that I have on the screen, Halo Foundry, which has been doing UGC since 2007, where players can share their maps with each other and engage that way. Minecraft has a large community that creates skins and worlds and texture packs that they sell in the Minecraft in-game store. Mixer also has all sorts of types of UGC. There's the video content, but there's also the fact that they have creators that enable button pushes on their stream so that you can engage with the person who's streaming. This is all examples of UGC and examples of how our platform can support your game doing the same sorts of things. All right, so why UGC? So UGC is a common tactic for titles to use for engagement, and we really feel it's an engagement tool. You are enabling your most passionate creators to build and develop like very cool things in your game, and then those players like they get elevated, like they're excited about that content, so they share it with their friends, and that brings them onto the platform, and then those other friends become players who then create content that creates like this virtuous loop where you are giving your most engaged players a way of interacting with your experience, and they are getting a chance to participate, and then that participation becomes somewhat viral. It's just a great, when you do it right, like it's a very exciting thing to see a title that does it successfully. Okay, so let's talk about PlayFab user-generated content. It's basically a service that's designed to provide an easy-to-use, very snappy, relatively generic UGC catalog system from your game. It's derived from tech that we built for Minecraft and other first-party title studios, so it's pretty well battle-tested. It provides a handful of things. It provides storage and content delivery for your UGC content. It provides catalog functionality. Like, for those of you, how many of you used PlayFab before? Anyone? Okay, so maybe a few of you. It's integrated into the rest of PlayFab just like any other piece of PlayFab, so that gives you a lot of really interesting controls, especially around moderation that I'll go into later. And then the other thing we do is provide an extensive search API so that you can have a giant catalog of UGC items, but be able to display a very kind of concise in-game view of that content. Okay, I'm going to talk a little bit about the service, how the service works. Basically, we ask you as the developer to build out the interface for your creators to create their content and to upload it. You decide the high-level structure that your game is going to use to display that content, how the items are viewed in-game, and then any other special tooling that you need. What we'll provide the file upload and the ingestion APIs and the storage in the cloud for all of this content, search and hydrate APIs, and then we'll provide an interface in the game manager for your title admins to administrate your community. So let's talk specifically about how we do content management. So we have a screen here. This is Minecraft. We feel UGC is basically 3 buckets of things. There's metadata. So here you have metadata. The Egyptian mythology mashup has some description and some details there that you're using in the game. There's images that you're using, screenshots and thumbnails to kind of get people excited about the content that's there. And then there's the actual content itself, the actual binaries that your game is using. And we provide essentially APIs for you to manage and go through a draft stage and handle all of these. The essential flow is that first you call us and you provision a space for your content. We use Azure storage as a backend. Then you upload, that gives you a space for you to upload your actual UGC data and or the images, and then we allow you to create the URLs that you'll use in that metadata field. You then use create draft to create the UGC item. We have this difference in our catalog between the draft state catalog and the public catalog. The draft catalog is meant for the creator to rapidly iterate, to test out, to play with stuff, and then the draft catalog is only available to that creator and any admins. And then when he's done with, or she is done with massaging all the metadata, adding all the images, putting up the content, they click publish, and then it becomes available in the public catalog. We provide a bunch of metadata for you for different scenarios. We allow you to provide a title and a description that's friendly for your game consumers. We provide a start date and end dates. We support content types that you, as a title, want to define. So here we have Minecraft. They're using skins and worlds and texture packs. Those are the 3 basic content types. You choose as the game what content types you want to support for UGC. We allow you to build out have tags. So you can have tags that your creators entered, or you can have an allowed list of tags. And then we also have other, you can have a platform, you can have versioning, and you can also have your own custom metadata properties. All of these are searchable when you get to the search and hide rate for you to then pull the pieces of content that you want. Images are first-class citizen. We feel like this is really important for your in-game views and to share with your community. So there's the URLs, you can tag images, you can support thumbnails and screenshots, you can have different images for different locales or regions of your game if that's what you need. And we also support very basic localization where you can regionalize the title and description of your the metadata for the UGC item. Okay, so that was ingestion. So now we're going to talk about the consumption part, where your game client's going to be consuming the content to display and for download. So again, the flow, we have a very basic flow where you're going to create a search request. You're going to, a very simple, it might be, I'm querying for skins and maps. It's going to go through the title and description fields and pull out titles and maps. That'll give you in your API a summary list of all the basic items, a thumbnail image, the localized title, description, that sort of stuff that you can use for display. And then we give you a way to page through the results using skip and top. When a user wants to drill in deep to an item, we then have a separate API for you to get the full metadata and information and data about that particular piece of content. And then we provide download APIs so you can then download the content to that person's desktop so that they can then use it, play with it. Search is actually something we put a lot of work into because we got feedback from our customers that they needed to build very customized in-game views. So here's an example from Minecraft where they are getting the results for a dinosaur search, right? So it's a custom search that's going through title and description. We support filtering, so you can say, give me just dinosaurs, like that's an example here that you're seeing. But we also support OData queries for ordering. We support paging for skip and top, and we have this notion of a search select, which allows you to get even more relevant results from your search. So if you use the select, you can augment your search. Where you get that basic metadata package back, you can say, okay, but I also want to pull all of the localized descriptions, and I want to pull more than just the thumbnail. I want the thumbnail plus all the images. You can use select to get that in the first initial query return. Other search examples are, here's one where we're ordering by newest created date. But we can filter, again, by your content type. And like I said, we can augment your search in different ways using the different query parameters for search. Is anyone familiar with OData, like OData search query? Okay, good. So it's an open protocol. It's very friendly with REST. It's for doing kind of query-like syntax. It's great. We love it. And then, as I said before, when you want to get the full content, when you want to see all of the images associated with the item, and you want to get all of the information about it, you get the full item metadata with a get published item call. All right. One of the things that we're bringing to the platform as of like this month in private preview is ratings and reviews. So this is a way for other players in your game to rate the content that your creators are building. So they're allowed to do a numeric, like 1 through 5, or a star review, or a thumbs up, thumbs down, and they can also do written reviews. And those are keyed to the player and the item version. So you can segment those if you want, based on like whether your UGC is going through revs, or and also so you can see what's been rated by what person and what ratings they've done. We also have the notion of helpness votes, so that if people can complain about votes and give you a signal that, hey, or we don't like this review, like there's bad text in it, or someone swearing or something, there's a way for you to communicate that, or give your players the ability to communicate that. Consuming ratings is pretty easy as well. You just say, hey, give me the item reviews for this particular piece of content, and it'll give you a page set of reviews. We also have a summary notion. So here Minecraft is using the summary to basically get the average rating and the number of ratings, so that they can view that very easily and cleanly in the UX without having to go too deep. And then there's a way for you to get the reviews of the particular player that's there, so they can look at their own things. Okay, I'm going to talk a little bit about moderation as well. We have a handful of APIs to help you moderate your game. What we've found in practice with the different community member, or the different developers that have used UGC, is they all have very different moderation flows and different experiences that they want to expose to their players. Some are like very loose in like what they want their players to do. Others have very tightly controlled content schemes. So we tried to build something that was very generic, that anyone could use. We basically allow you as an administrator to get a list of everything that's in drafts, or actually look at your entire catalog. We have the notion of a report, so that a player can report an item, and an enum of the things that they can report against, like this is inappropriate content, or this is like bad language. So these are things that your community members can complain against. You as an admin can set the moderation state, and or delete an item, or put it into quarantine, or set it up so that only the creator can see it, so that they have to like do something interesting or different to fix it and bring it back into the community. You can do that as well. And then I already mentioned the submit helpfulness vote. That's something that you can do a thumbs down, thumbs up for a rating. The other thing that's very, very important and interesting about, and one of the reasons why we're really excited to bring the UGC platform into PlayFab, is PlayFab already has a bunch of functionality around moderating your community and essential basic CRM functions that you can use in conjunction with UGC. So here we have a catalog item, or a catalog UGC. It's a list of all the items. We have a search field, so you can look for your catalog items based on a criteria for date creation, or certain tags, or certain creators, what they built. Further off into the circle, we have a playstream event. Every single write event, or every single report, is going to create a telemetry event that you can then action off in Game Manager. So you could create automation tools that say, look for when the 4th report against this creator happens, and auto-ban them for a period of time. So that's something you can do with PlayFab. So that in the windows over there kind of show you how you can collect play streams, create new rules based on different actions that you want to do there. You could also reward your creators. If the creator creates the 20th thing in your item, or the 20th thing in your catalog, and they're like a very successful creator, you can automate granting them virtual currency, or giving them a reward, or sending them an in-game toast for congratulations. These are all things that PlayFab supports kind of natively already, and that's why we're really excited about conjoining, or taking this tech and making it available in PlayFab. Okay, I'm going to talk a little bit about roadmap. Like I said, UGC is currently in private preview. The monetization booth is right there, and Michael and Ramya are currently manning it, and they can give you an actual demo where you can have a client, a very simple Unity client app where you can modify a ship, upload it to the service, and see it uploaded. You can also go there to sign up for the private preview. We'll read your card and send you a mail and give you instructions for how to get enrolled and get access to the bits so you can play with it today in the live PlayFab environments. In the future, we're really excited to do some more kind of deeper kind of support with the platform, build out more moderation scenarios, but mainly what we're really excited about is for you guys to go try it in private preview and then give us feedback on what you think works, what doesn't work, and whether you have ideas for how we can build the platform and make it better for you in the future.